That's good. I'm sure that kid, his mind is racing. Really
Tonight's second bout, ladies and gentlemen, is a modified Muay Thai rules match, which will be contested over 3 rounds of 2 minutes.
Lindsay Ray
with
spotting
a
the
1 minute
legendary
rest
Rob
period
Common,
in the women's
stepping into
155
the venue here
pound
in
division.
town to do
The trophies and the bout brought to you by Team Smandich Muay Thai, Century Casino, Ensign Energy Services, Global Steel, JourneyFightSeries.com, Sather Capital, and Pajak Engineering. In the blue corner, training out of SACA in Medicine Hat, trained by Sensei Shane Morgan, weighing in at 155 pounds with a fight record of 3 wins and 5 losses. Please welcome to the ring, Jamie Droeske. Droeske.
Jamie Droeske from Medicine Hat coming to the ring. Experienced fighter, 3 wins, 5 losses, trained by Sensei Shane Morgan out of the Southern Alberta Combative Arts in Medicine Hat, weighing in 155 pounds. So experienced fighter. She'll be taking on Kelsey Andries here from Calgary, who's making her 2nd fight appearance in the ring, but many appearances on the mat as a wrestler. This bout brought to you by Team Spanish Muay Thai, Century Casino, Ensign Energy Services, Global Seal, JourneyFightSeries.com, Sather Capital, and Pajak Engineering.
Yeah, a little background on Medicine Hat stable, Shane Morgan. They actually usually come out with a lot of heart. Their technique is fairly decent, like they're pretty decent fighters. So, but this girl's got a bit of a beast on her hands.
Yeah.
And in the red corner, fighting out of Team Smandich Muay Thai in Calgary, trained by crew Trevor Smandich, weighing in at 155 pounds with a fight record of 1 win, 0 losses. Please welcome to the ring, Kelsey Andries. Andries.
So Kelsey stands around 6 feet tall, and she's very well put together. There's crew Rhino Sipochok that is leading her on her way here from Bangkok, Thailand.
Kelsey Andries, all business. Yeah, real nice gal, but I saw her in the weigh-in, and I don't want to fight her.
No.
She's intimidating.
Yeah, super nice person, but very competitive.
Interesting choice of entry music, too.
Yeah.
We'll see how this goes.
Well, it's kind of frightening. Something that's played at a funeral, perhaps?
Maybe that's what the theme is. You see the height advantage here going to Kelsey Andries, 6 feet, versus Jamie Droeske's 5'8". Both weighing in at 155. Of course, Droeske with 8 fights under her belt, and Kelsey Andries only 1 time in the ring. But again, we mentioned earlier, lots of times on the mat, a former collegiate wrestler, strength and conditioning coach. So, she'll be fit. There's no doubt about that. We'll see what the techniques. It comes down to technique problem.
Yeah, last time she fought, she used her teep really well. I remember her using a teep a lot, which you don't see from a lot of beginning fighters. That it's such an underrated skill to be able to use your teep in such a way that you can frustrate and build off that teep against your opponent to mount a number of different attacks just from the teep. So
great technique, both offensive and defensive.
Yeah.
I mean, someone tall like Kelsey can keep those opponents away with the teep, and also use it to set up her other strikes.
Yeah, I've always maintained that a tall fighter should be using a really nice jab and a really strong teep, and they're going to go places that way.
And as you said earlier, Jamie Droeske out of the gym, Shane Morgan's gym down in Medicine Hat, more known as a kickboxing karate type gym, but very good technique. Shane Morgan himself, real fit guy. I know he gets his athletes in shape, so she'll be ready to go. The question may come down to the Muay Thai technique, this being a modified Muay Thai match.
Yeah, I think they've come a long way actually in the last few years, just in the way of learning some of their more traditional technique for Thai boxing. Like I know they started out primarily as kind of like a kickboxing club with the Thai boxing that's integrated into it now. It's not the old style kickboxing with the long pants and the windmill kicks, but it's more of a version of Thai boxing, just minus the knees and elbows. But as far as their technique goes, they're usually pretty well put together. I know Shane and former partner his, Kim Morris, worked hard at ingraining that, I think, in a lot of their fighters, which is good. If you're going to have a gym, you have to. I'm a real stickler for technique. I think it's got to look beautiful, otherwise you're kind of betraying the art. So
Well, it's tough to build off it if your technique's struggling, right? It's easy to create bad habits, so it's better to start off right from the get-go. And the fact of the matter is the fighting opportunities in Alberta especially are Muay Thai opportunities more so than the kickboxing opportunities. We don't see it very often.
Yeah, it's kind of disappeared, I think, in the last 10 years. I haven't seen a lot of it, to be honest.
Just looking for some more tape here on Kelsey Andries' gloves. So again, this bout brought to you by Team Spanish Muay Thai, Century Casino, Ensign Energy Services, Global Steel, JourneyFightSeries.com, Sather Capital, and Payjack Engineering. We're easing into the fight card here. We got our first female bout coming up. We got 5 amateur bouts today, 4 of them being 3-rounders, 1 of them being a 5-rounder, and then 3 really well-matched professional bouts that are going to happen here tonight, culminating with the 5-round battle with Sean McKinnon, looking to cash his ticket into the next round of the Journey Fight Series tournament. Nice ink on Kelsey.
Yeah, that would have taken a couple hours.
The girls with a sleeve of tattoo, that scares me.
So a nice slow start here to start it off. Both fighters striking quick.
Fighters looking very composed. There's the teep we were looking for. Nice solid knee by Andries. Very strong clinch.
Kelsey throwing her opponent to the mat there. It seems Droeske a little more comfortable on the outside, which is probably more natural for her. Both fighters throwing a flurry of punches.
I think this one's going to be a battle.
Yeah, Droeske landed a couple decent kicks there. And but you can have your work cut out for you stuck in a clinch with Jamie. She's a little bit taller and she's used to the wrestling aspect, as you mentioned before, Robin. So
Kelsey.
she's going to have some, Kelsey's going to have some
very strong
strength in that department.
Looping overhand right there, just missing.
Nice teep there again by Andries. Followed by a cut kick that was checked by Droeske.
Oh, heavy right cross.
Jamie taking some knees there. She's having some trouble just with the sheer length and strength of Kelsey Andries.
Kelsey looking really strong in the clinch.
Yeah, she is. She looks like she's honed that in.
Getting a few punches, or a few knees in there, but really grabbing the head and controlling her.
Some strong knees too, not just flailing knees. They're coming straight up the middle. So Jamie throwing some knees back of her own. She's just having a little trouble with the length of Andries. So she might have to re-strategize in the corner here for the second round.
Both fighters looking fresh,
fighters,
getting that first round out of the way. Few flurries there that got a little frantic, but generally, again, I mean, Jamie, a little more experienced fighter, and I don't really think of Kelsey as inexperienced with all of her wrestling background.
Yeah, as far as competition goes, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Lots of experience in competition.
Yeah.
With our feature productions replay.
So here we are with a sweet kind of toss there from Kelsey Andries, and so that's a bit of a point there for Kelsey.
Showing some strength and domination in the clinch. She definitely had a strong clinch with some good, long, strong knees in the clinch. I did see Droeske throwing back some knees in one of the clinches, though.
She was trying to throw back, but I think just from sheer height advantage, it's hard for her to get the landing.
So the replay of that heavy overhand right that landed off of
Jamie trying to close the gap here with knees, but it's tough. Tall opponent, that makes it hard, especially to get that dominant position on you. Ooh, big inside gut kick.
Might be best for Droeske to stay on the outside, move in and out on that big frame of Andries.
Down to the canvas they go, with Andries landing on top, giving her the points. Jamie Droeske started out there with a nice inside cut kick. Maybe she'll stick to that strategy. Oh, just missing a left roundhouse kick there. kind of switching back and forth from Southpaw to Orthodox.
Yeah,
so.
definitely moving her stance around. A little bit of a side stance some of the time.
Oh,
there, too.
big toss there by Kelsey Andries. Threw her pretty dominantly there. Just missing the teep. Back into a dominant style clinch. Good break there by referee Brett Herman.
You see Kelsey kind of following her around the ring a little bit.
Yeah.
Sort of being new
big
to the
cut
ring,
kick.
having to learning how to cut the ring.
Yeah. Oh, another good strong knee there by Andries. Droeske looking like that's starting to take a bit of a wear on her.
She's hanging in there. She's taking those shots, but yeah, there's a little bit of fatigue showing on her face for sure.
Check the nice cut kick there by Andries. Andries lands another strong knee down to the lower abdomen. Another strong knee. Droeske having trouble. She's keeping that left hand low, trying to use that to block knees, but she's got to get her hips in close and try to get her arms down around her waist. Oh, she's getting...
Yeah, you don't want to be taking those knees to the arms.
She's getting manhandled.
Even in a short fight, I mean, a hard knee to the upper arm or lower arm, I mean, that'll break your arm.
Andries driving forward again.
You see Kelsey Andries holding off on the knees there as to modified Muay Thai fight, so no knees to the head.
Yeah. Couple of right hands there by Andries. Droeske goes down to the canvas for the third time in this round.
She's looking
a little tired, yeah.
Definitely.
Which is to be expected. If you're not a fighter that focuses a lot on your clinch, you're going to find it very, very taxing.
I always found it taxing, even when I did focus on it.
Even when you focus on it, it's tiring. Like
it was never my favorite, but
no.
it's a fantastic technique when you learn how to use it.
It can be a great resource when you end up against a fighter that's got good punches.
We'll go to our replay here. There's a heavy right cross by Andries again into the clinch, and then a strong toss across.
Very dominant toss there for Kelsey Andries.
See Jamie getting some instruction there in the corner from her coach Shane Morgan, again very experienced martial artist. Catching a drink of water there.
Yeah.
Last round of 3 rounds of 2 minutes, modified Muay Thai, ladies 155-pound division.
So here we go, back to the action. So left roundhouse kick there started out by Droeske, just missing, grazing the ribcage of Kelsey Andries. Andries using a strong arm technique. Oh, back into a clinch and pumping some knees. Neither one struck very cleanly, but
Kelsey definitely has the clinch is her goal here.
Yeah,
she's getting the clinch.
She's going to the clinch with some authority there. Back to the clinch again. Jamie's getting locked up pretty tight there in the clinch. I think she's a little bit tired just from trying to fight that off.
Definitely tired. Her guard's coming down. We'll see if Andries notices that. Maybe looks to land some overhand.
Back to a clinch. Nice strong
punches.
right knee there by Andries. Both fighters being broken up by referee.
Not the greatest
Brett Herman.
clinching technique by Andries, but strength. Just she's
going straight
she's
to
out muscling it.
Yeah, which you're going to see typically with the amateurs, a lot of them anyways. They'll go to try and fight for a dominant position when there's so many positions you can manipulate in the clinch, but they'll go straight for that, just start firing knees, which sometimes they're effective, sometimes they're not. Kelsey seems to be having some success.
Later in your career, right?
Yeah.
You learn how to put those techniques together within the clinch. There's so many little tricks. I've been tossed to the ground by more than one little guy who knew all the tricks.
Yeah, it's more of a using weight manipulation and exploding at certain times rather than just using brute strength. So
Jamie Droeske really puffing hard. Hands are down.
eats a right hand for trouble there.
That's right. Right back into the clinch again. Oh, half clinch with a punch.
Little jab there. Take that home.
Kelsey Andries is not running out of gas, but slowing down a little bit here too.
Yeah, slowed down a little bit. She seems to
Clinch
be
is tiring.
still pushing forward, throwing some rights to the body there in the clinch. Overhand
In
right.
our last 10 seconds. Big flurry.
Droeke's still going. She's still fighting. Good for her.
Lots of heart by Jamie Droeske.
Yeah, good heart shown by the Medicine Hat fighter. Kelsey Andries taking that win, not with ease, just with the strategy that worked with her. Yeah,
she found what was working for her and went to it and
stuck
kept
to it. Yeah, that's the name of the game.
Definitely. There's our replay there. A lot of clubbing punches, ultimately ending up in the clinch. This bout, our second bout of the night on Journey Fight Series 7, brought to you by Team Spanish, Muay Thai, Century Casino, Enzyme Energy Services, Global Steel, JourneyFightSeries.com, Sather Capital, and Payjack Engineering. Of course, looking forward a little bit into November for Journey Fight Series 8. That'll be our next round of the Journey Fight Series, November 3rd, where we will see the semifinals. We've got a couple fighters advancing. We had Shane Campbell advancing with a quick knockout victory, and he'll be taking on Troy Sheridan. Troy's, victory a little bit more controversial. The bout was stopped against Ken Tran. Stopped, due to an accidental foul. It was appealed to the commission, and it was decided that actually Ken Tran was unable to continue into the fight, and the bout was awarded to Troy Sheridan. So those two will be matched up. Our other fighter, Preston Baptiste, advanced, beating Marcus from Pittsburgh, trained by Stefan Strottmeyer. And then we had some difficulties with Daniel Kim and his medical work. He wasn't able to fight.
Let's hear it one more time, ladies and gentlemen, for these ladies putting on a show for us this evening. The match again brought to you by Team Smandich Muay Thai, Century Casino, Ensign Energy Services, Global Steel, Sather Capital and Pajak Engineering, and JourneyFightSeries.com. And we have a winner by unanimous decision. In the red corner, Kelsey Andries.
Kelsey Andries picking up the unanimous decision victory over Jamie Droeske. Did you expect anything different, Lindsay?
Well, based on how it was looking there by the end of the first and into the second and third, it was no surprise there for Kelsey. I think a really good effort on the part of Jamie, but just outmatched in that particular aspect of the game. And
let's hear it
she'll go home and she'll learn from it.
Get a quick word with Kelsey before she leaves.
Jamie, pretty active fighter, 30 years old.
So congratulations,
that was her
you
ninth.
improved now. I believe that's the 2-0.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I get a sir tonight too. Okay, so you seem pretty prepared for this fight. How much did you know about your opponent with regards to coming into this one?
Not too much. Looked up a fight online, talked with my coaches, and knew that she comes hard and she comes strong, so I just had to keep going.
So pretty much the game plan this evening?
Was just to go, yeah.
Well, congratulations on that. I know it seems like you have a few fans here as well. Anything you want to say to them?
Yes, thanks everyone for coming. Thanks to my husband, it's our 1-year wedding anniversary tonight. And he let me come to have a fight, so Sutherland's here and my family and Rowan.
If I were him, I hope he didn't forget.
Better not have.
Congratulations once again to Kelsey. Keep it going for her as she leaves the ring, ladies and gentlemen. And congrats on the wedding anniversary.